Hey everybody, welcome back to Stoned React. So we are going to be checking out the newest video that Chantal put up about 40 minutes ago called The Best Chicken I Swear Mukbang. Let's get into it.
Enjoy your food, honey.
You too, babe.
Yalla, bismillah.
Bismillah. Hello, guys! That's as energetic as I'm getting in this video. That hello, because I am so exhausted. Oh my gosh.
I can't even imagine what she's so exhausted about. She doesn't do anything.
Hello, Foodie Beauties. Shameless plug here. In case you didn't know, I have a Cameo now.
Ooh.
So you can ask for personalized videos from me. If you want me to sing happy birthday to you or anything else, just let me know, okay? And did you know I'm in the top 50 for daily videos made?
We are so excited for you, Chantal. You have no idea. We are just jumping off the walls excited for you. Chantal, just so you know, when you're doing cameos, it's probably the reason why you're at the top 50 is because you just started it. So naturally at the beginning you're going to have a larger influx. We'll see how it is month to months out.
Yay! So get yours today. Don't delay. Check the description for how you can get your own personalized cameo.
Whew. Anyway. Julia, why?
Oh, here goes the cat again,
Why?
people. Well, Chantal, as someone who has owned multiple animals in my lifetime, the reason why your cat is being like that is because you frequently allow it to have food from the food that you're eating. So naturally, when you pull out food, the animal is going to want to get some. That's what they do. If you train, I have pets and never do they ever act so aggressively to get food from me because I don't give them food. Now, other family members in my house do, but I don't. They wouldn't do that with me because that's how they're trained with me.
We're gonna have a crooked camera mukbang. What can I do? Okay, so please don't destroy my camera. She's so hyper right now. Alright, so I am having...
And that's likely because it's likely a street cat that she has.
Something I'm super... Look, I'm
that
not
looks
going
big.
to... This is the times when I know Weight Watchers is going to be a bit of a problem.
Are we still doing Weight Watchers? I'm surprised.
I'm going to be tracking later. I have all of my...
I don't know. You should be tracking it now because you should be, when you're ordering food, you should be putting it in just so you can anticipate what it is that you're eating points-wise. Because if you end up eating most of your points in this meal, you're not leaving yourself with anything else for the remainder of the day. So you're pretty much screwing yourself. I don't know. I mean, if you do it after you eat, you're kind of defeating the purpose.
My daily points. I have some weeklies, so I'm not worried. It's chicken and rice. I know I'm going to be eating not everything. I mean, I'm just, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so you could minus the rice and eat the chicken, or maybe just eat a little bit of the rice. Look, I love rice, and in my culture, we eat a lot of rice. I don't eat a lot because it's not good for me to eat too much of it. But maybe just portion it out. Eat just a cup, because we know that entire thing is probably full of rice.
Probably going to eat until I've had enough. But I haven't.
Do you ever reach out? Now look, everybody. So there's like 2 pieces of chicken on there, and the rest of it's rice. And look, I don't blame. Look, restaurants and stuff, they got to put a lot of the filler food to make you feel like you're getting value from your money. That's probably why there's so much rice in it.
Feels like so.
I mean,
I'm pretty hungry.
What would you guys?
Tired. We had a very busy day.
What would you say? There's like probably maybe like 3-4 cups of rice there.
Okay, so don't forget the time difference, right? So I'm having, I don't know if I ever had this on camera, I'm having a big glass of government juice. I have an Activia. I like to eat yogurt with my meals. This is capsa rice.
Okay, so it says kapsa is an Arab mixed rice dish widely regarded as the nation's dish of Saudi Arabia that originates from Yemen. However, it is commonly regarded to as a national dish in all other countries of the Arabian Peninsula. It can also be found in other regions such as southern Iran, Gaza, and Palestine.
I'm sorry, but Julia has to go with Salah in the spare room because she is BEEZIN hardcore and will not let me do my mukbang. So yeah, no thanks. Okay, so now we have that out of the way. Let's yeah. So this is chicken kapsa. It's a Arabic style dish. Arabic dish. So it's basically like a very flavorful rice with like spices and tomato, I think. These are fried onions. They're so good. And this chicken is like roasted to perfection. I love it. And they give you this broth on the side that has okra and potato. You know, I always have that. I have some chili pepper and some mabuch. So yeah, let me move that over. Yeah. I love this food. It's amazing. And the yogurt just like cools everything down, and I love that too. All right, I will say it again. Bismillah. And let's dig in to this food. Yum. Let me put that here. Do you guys like okra? I used to hate it.
I like it. A lot of people don't like it.
Like, it's okra is slimy. The inside of it is slimy. But if you cook it, like this one is not slimy.
Well, it's because it's a sauce.
Mm.
They smush it up for you.
Never.
So just so you know, sometimes people who see yogurt with a meal might find that odd. We do it in our culture too. Like we eat dumplings with yogurt and stuff like that. So it's actually not that uncommon.
Fails. I know I eat this dish a lot, but like I said, this is just eating dinner with you, talking.
Well, it's an easy meal, right? Chicken and rice. I remember my mom made that every Sunday.
I really wanted to do a live stream, but I'm too tired. I need to go to bed, like right after this. Well, not right after, but soon after.
I would love to know what they were doing all day that she's this tired. But of course she's not going to tell us because she probably didn't do anything.
Soon after I edit and upload this, bedtime for me. Oh yes.
So why don't you tell us what you did?
This is a different kind of mabuch, by the way. It's like green chilies. Is it really spicy?
Okay, I gotta look up the rice. So let's say that she has 4 cups of rice there. I'm just guessing, okay? I'm guessing. It could be 3, but it's definitely over 2 cups, definitely. So 4 cups of rice would be 824 calories. Fat is 1.6. That's not bad. The carbohydrates is what's high, right? We all know that. 180 grams of carbohydrates, you're having your 60% of your daily intake. And that's just the American standard diet, not if you're like doing keto or anything like that. Not sure how this translates to points, but just kind of gives you an idea of she's probably eating well over 1,000 calories that she's sitting right now having her meal.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, it has like a barbecue glaze on it, this chicken.
Looks good, no doubt. It looks good. Oh my God, look in the fingers. Can't she get a napkin?
I'm sorry for licking my fingers grosses you out. I love licking my fingers.
I'm sure we all like licking our fingers. I've been caught doing it many times myself. However, when you're doing it on video, it's just, ugh. Just get a napkin. A lot of times, what you do in privacy, you don't really need to do on video, Chantal.
You know what? No, I'm not sorry. You guys know me by now, and you know what you're gonna get when you watch me. Mmm. This chicken is so flavorful. I love it.
Okay, Chantal, tell us what you did that you're so tired. We're waiting.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm gonna cut my points later.
Not a smart move. You should have done it before the meal.
I'll try to put them up here. I don't know. Things like this, it's hard to calculate, but chicken and rice,
It really isn't.
you know.
It really isn't.
There's
I
no
mean-
way this is 50 points.
Look, if you divide that container into 4 splits, it's probably like each quarter of it is going to be a cup. So likely you've got 4 cups of rice there. Okay, so you can calculate that. Overestimating's fine, right? It's better to be over than under. You've got 2 pieces of chicken. I think they look like 2 legs. I'm not sure. I see 1 leg, but I'm not sure what the other piece is. You could easily calculate that as well. And then you have the greens, and then you have the other thing there. I mean, you can calculate this. It's not that challenging.
So,
You're just lazy.
I haven't been feeling the greatest, so I haven't been craving fast food. When I'm not feeling good, I don't crave fast food.
Me
Which is
either.
like the odd time I don't crave it.
Well, it's not that unusual, Chantal. When we're not feeling well, we tend to turn to comfort foods that will make us feel better, like soup or saltines or something like that. Something soothing.
Of course, your body's trying to tell you, like, don't eat crap when you're feeling crap, kind of thing. Mm. This is a homemade hearty meal. I love it.
That's not homemade. That is not homemade. Look, it's a good meal. It's a good choice. But it's not, you didn't make this at home. This isn't homemade. This you got as takeout.
I love, love, love Middle Eastern food. And I'm in the right
too.
place.
Me too. I could eat it all day.
I'm gonna put a bit of the inside meat with no seasoning away for Howie and Julia.
Again, you're feeding your animals table food. Why? And you wonder why she's bugging you all the time.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely got to be 4 cups of rice, easily.
I'm very tired. I know I said that a million times.
Okay, so tell us why you're tired. Break it down. Tell us what you were doing so we can understand. Did you go for a jog?
Loud motorists passing by. I don't know if you guys hear that.
Did you go to the gym? Did you take a walk around the park? Did you go to the beach? Did you go on a treadmill? Were you doing a marathon?
That's spicy.
Spicy. Okay, we're waiting. Tell us what you were doing. You're so tired.
I wish you could try this.
I pretty much
The flavor
eat that
is amazing.
stuff weekly, so it's okay. But I make it at home.
If you only like bland food, you're not gonna like this.
I don't think anybody really likes bland food. I think anybody would like flavored food, something seasoned well. So Chantal, tell us what you did. We're waiting.
Yum!
Any day now.
Best capsa. I've had here yet. Chicken and rice is like, there's different kinds of making it, but it's like one of the major staples here, as you can tell.
Yes, yes, we do eat a considerable amount of rice. That is true. I think if I made rice every day,
So
my
guys,
kids would be thrilled.
what's new? Besides the Barbie movie,
I'm still waiting to hear why you're
which is
so
not even
tired.
like available in the Middle East right now. I don't know if it ever will be. I'm not sure. I'm probably not gonna see it. I just don't care. Not my thing. Oops. Or Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer. I'm not gonna go see Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
The Nun 2 is coming out in September, but
Would Barbie be
I don't know.
considered haram?
I mean, it's. I wonder how many points movie theater nachos are.
Gee, I don't know, Chantal. You can look it up. You got the app. Stop asking everybody else to do the work for you.
You guys dare to take a gander? I can look it up.
Yes, you can. We're still waiting to hear why you're so tired.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think if she was this tired, she would be eager to tell us why she was so tired, because that would naturally mean that she did a lot of physical activity, which would mean we'd all be like, good job, Chantal, way to go. But I have a feeling that what she did was not that exhausting, and she's just exhausted because she's doing nothing. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation where you're doing nothing. You know, maybe you're depressed or whatever, and you just feel more and more tired. The more you do nothing, the more tired you become. I don't know how else to explain it, but I've been there in the past. I understand it. But I think that's her situation. I don't think she's tired because she's done something amazing physically. If she did, I think want to be talking about it.
I love chicken when I'm not feeling good. I think everyone does. That's why they made that. Didn't they make a book, Chicken Soup for the Soul? Poor chickens. You're so tasty.
I mean, she gets
Why?
every finger dirty. Ooh, this is a good, yeah, okay. Got that. I wanted to screenshot that.
It's your fault.
Every finger has to get dirty. Every finger.
Anyway.
God damn, look at her fingers. Girl, what are you doing?
The most delicious sauce, I swear. I can't describe it. Take a break. So yeah, I'm going to bed. So dead. This is gonna be the most boring video, I apologize. I will seriously try to live stream tomorrow. After we get home. I don't know, I've just been like in a weird mood lately. Like, I go through waves of being completely antisocial.
Chantal, I hate to break it to you, but you are overall an antisocial person. You're not a people person. You really do love yourself and only yourself. You only think of your own rules, your own life, your own. You're not interested in anybody else. You're not Like you're the type of person, if you were like in a room with other women and socializing, like what would typically be in a Middle Eastern household, you're at a house party having dinner and the women are in the kitchen and they're chatting, you would be the type of person who wouldn't be interested in other people's stories. You would want the attention on you. You would want people asking you questions at your life. You'd want to talk about yourself, your life. You are the most important person in the room. I don't think you give any regard to anybody else. I don't think you care. You've always been like that. I've never thought of you as a social person. I've always considered you an antisocial person. Um, I don't see anything social about you. I mean, you come off on your YouTube like you are social, but in the end, you're alone. I mean, the friends, supposed friends you have, they're there for you to use them. It's not, like let's use pizza as an example. Chantal only gets close to her friends when it's going to benefit her. And at that time, it benefited her to be close to Pete and to give him this delusion that they were going to have a channel together and he should quit his job. And she put him in a whole big mess. Not that he's not an adult and should know better and all that stuff, but still, she does take advantage of people in her life. So she doesn't reciprocate that care and concern that a friend would, right? Because it goes both ways. She's very one-sided. It's only what benefits her. It's what will make her situation better. If it doesn't, she has nothing to do with you. And another thing about Chantal is she will throw you under the bus in a split second.
And I'm being super transparent because I'm in a country where everyone is like super communal. Or like it's like a community vibe.
There is nothing wrong saying that you're antisocial because it is the truth. Yes, you are in a different culture, right? Like in our culture, family gets together. We're probably more social than a lot of you. I don't know. I feel like we are, but yeah, that's probably very awkward and uncomfortable for her. To be in a home full of, let's say, Salah's family. Let's say hypothetically she was at their house for dinner, cousins there, aunts, uncles, whatever, the whole shebang. Usually it's a big deal when you have family meals. Everybody comes. I remember when I was a kid, my mom had the table pushed out all the way into the living room. We had a long ass table. All my cousins, aunts, uncles. Every Sunday we had dinner after church, and it was a big event. um, I just can't see her being comfortable in that situation because the attention wouldn't be centralized on her. She's used to being on YouTube and every ounce of attention is on her. So when you're in an environment like that with, in a house with a group of people, it's not going to be all about you. You're going to be having conversations with other people. You have to be interested in other people, their stories, have back and forth conversation. I don't think Chantal's capable of that. She's lived a very isolated life. She lives a very online, delusional life. She only sees things through the camera in which she films from. She doesn't see reality. And if you follow Chantal for any length of time, it's pretty obvious that you can see that in her.
Or like, you know what I mean? People are very friendly and welcoming, and you have to be like in a lively enough mood to be social. I try my best, but I find it draining.
It definitely can be draining for some people. If you're more of an introverted person, being in a really like hyper social situation, face to face with a lot of people, frequently, it can be draining for someone who is more alone or isolated or more antisocial, someone who just isn't as much of a social person. I'm a social person, so for me, I crave interaction with people, like face to face interaction. I love that. I love hearing about people's stories and hearing about their life and what's going on and having those types of conversations. But not everybody is, and for some people it can be extremely draining. I get it. I get it. You're not a social person. This is challenging for you. But you did marry into a culture that this is common. This is, I mean, you're either going to get used to it, or your husband is going to go to these social things without you, and then that's going to be awkward, right? Because people are going to ask, "Well, aren't you married? Where's your wife? Why didn't she come with you?" They do. They will ask that. They won't shy away from that question. Middle Eastern families will not shy away from that. They will question you and wonder what's going on. Um, it's just going to make him feel awkward. So it's something. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that because not everybody's social. I get it. It can be very draining.
Sometimes. And that can be family. That could be people I love spending time with.
I get it. I get it. Completely get it.
It's nothing personal. It's just that I literally sometimes only have the energy to like stare at the wall. So, yeah. I've always been like that.
Yeah, that's true. This is by far the most true statement she's ever said. She is like that. She is antisocial. She is someone who really doesn't enjoy socializing. She doesn't. It's a very uncomfortable situation for her because she's so used to being with herself. She has a very cocooned life. Like she has this kind of bubble and she lives in the bubble. Now her bubble right now is the box within a box within a box, right? She lives in this apartment that she rarely leaves. And personally, me, I think her moving there and this whole thing that she's doing right now, I think that it just makes her antisocial behavior worse because she's in a more social situation, so she even feels more awkward. Like in Canada, she can kind of like disappear and kind of like blend in and, nobody will notice. But people will notice. His family will ask. Because I know I do. Like if my cousin came over and their spouse wasn't with them, I'd be like, what's up? What's going on? Why aren't they here? And then I'd probably be on the phone with his wife, like, hey, why aren't you here? You want me to come pick you up? What's going on? Like, I would be bothered by that. Like, what's going on? Did something happen?
I don't like it. I don't. You know. But give me a bed, a cat, my husband, and a good show or movie. I'm happy.
So basically, what satisfies her, she's got here in Kuwait. So she in Canada, it was the food, it was Pete's, it was the villa, and it was food and food and food. Okay, so here and the cats, right? So here she's kind of managing to make her life in Kuwait similar to how it was in Canada, how she's living, right? She had the cats, food, constant delivery of food. She had Pete's quote unquote husband. So she's kind of like setting everything up here, similar to how she had it in Canada, because that's what she's comfortable with. She's comfortable with having like one point person who can run her errands, pick her food up at the door because we know she can't get up and move that fast, right? She probably doesn't have a grip on the ordering system there because you do have the language barrier understanding. I don't know. Maybe they have it in the English. You can put the app on a different language, but I don't know. So she's kind of just designing her bubble like how it was in Canada. She's trying to make it comfortable for herself, and that's what makes her comfortable. Just being in the house, cats and food and some point person that can do everything for her. And Salah has become that person. And whether he realizes it or not, I don't know what he's getting out of this whole setup thing, money, whatever it is, but I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be with someone this isolated.
I mean, why do people feel the need to define happiness for someone else? Like, I get those comments a lot from people, like, well, you can't be happy because you're not going for a walk on the beach. Well, you can't be happy because you're not skydiving. You can't be happy because you can't go to Mount Everest. Things like this, like, and I know I said I wanted to go to Mount Everest, but honestly, I'm just as happy lounging around.
Shala, you set your goals way too high. Like, it's okay to dream, right? We all dream. I dream of things too that I don't know if I'll ever become realistic, but we all dream. But in your particular situation, you have to make realistic goals. I mean, Mount Everest is something like people train for. Like, it's not even just the physical part of it, of doing it, the altitude, everything. I mean, it's fine to dream, but you have to make some things realistic. Some of your goals have to be realistic. Like going to the beach and taking a walk is realistic. Going to the zoo, taking a walk, that's realistic. Um, Taking a lap around your apartment complex, that's realistic. Okay? Going to a mall, walking around, that's realistic. But doing Mount Everest at where you are now is not realistic. It's like way out there kind of dream. So you got to kind of reel it in, because when you put dreams that are that out there, it makes it so impossible to reach it. And that can be discouraging. That can make you feel like you'll never achieve it. So if you set realistic goals and then you're able to achieve it, it makes you feel better.
Comfortably. I would be, even if I was in shape. I mean, I don't know. But there was a time, like even growing up, my idea of a good time was like sitting on this window ledge we had at this one apartment in rainy weather and reading. Or reading under a tree. I'm not an adventurous person like that.
So if you're not an adventurous person like that, why do you put goals like that for yourself? Such adventurous things. That's kind of where you got to dive into to better understand where it's coming from.
I sometimes try to be, or try to have the ambition to be.
Set smaller goals. Like, instead of saying Mount Everest, why don't you say, I would like to have the goal to go to one of the countries nearby. Okay, for example, let's say you want to go to, I don't know, Lebanon or something like that. I don't know. Pick a country, somewhere on that side of the world. That would be a reachable goal. You could drop 50, 100 pounds and possibly make that happen, and it would be great. We'd all love to see that for you, but it's takes work and you're too lazy for it, and that's the problem. But if you set goals like that, it would be more achievable, more realistic. You wouldn't feel so overwhelmed by the entire thing. I mean, you're overwhelming yourself by setting like goals of Everest. I mean, like who does that? Like maybe somebody who does like triathlons or something. Like who?
But I feel like I'm still discovering who I am. It's weird. Can I sing that song to myself? If you don't know me by now. Ooh.
Can't handle her singing, sorry.
By the way, I can sing on Cameo as well.
No, please don't. Just kidding. Well, I just noticed she's got 94.4 subscribers. But that doesn't really matter. It's your view count that matters. Shove it in, shove it in.
I typically like meat, but not much. But
You don't? You don't like meat? Really? What? Huh? What? You eat burgers all the time.
it's so flavorful.
That has to be the biggest BS thing she's ever said. I really don't like meat. What? What? Are you joking? You eat tons of chicken sandwiches, burgers, Burger King. You eat the double chicken sandwiches. I mean, come on, Chantal.
I'm trying to keep track of how much rice I eat so I can track it.
So I'm kind of guessing what she's going to do is she's going to not eat the entirety of the rice and then end the video because we could see we're close to the end. But she's going to finish it. After the video is done, she'll finish it. She's just going to play it off like she's just eating a reasonable amount of rice.
About at my limit. Anywho, I wanted to come on here and eat dinner with you guys.
Why don't you say it like it is? You came on here because you need to make some coins, so you decided to record yourself eating and not saying much at all. We're still waiting to understand why you're so tired.
I'll say it again. I'm so appreciative of the amount of cameos you guys have requested from me. It's so awesome. I finish a bunch and I get more. So that's keeping me busy too. Some of them, you know, they're 24-hour requests. They pay extra to have them delivered in 24 hours.
I mean, please tell me who y'all are paying extra to have the cameo come within 24. I mean, what is the urgency? I mean, I don't even know if I believe that. Like, really? Is it that urgent for someone to get a cameo from somebody? Like, really? Come on now. I'm having a hard time believing that. I have a hard time believing she's getting that many requests.
So I have to spend time doing those, you know. They're not long, but you want to think them out and
Yeah, maybe it's 3 cups of
do your
rice.
best, you
It's
know?
got to be 3-4 cups. It's got to be. Yeah, I knew it. She's going to leave some of that rice. And she's going to tell us how she feels full
so
and
much rice
satisfied.
left.
Oh, wow,
Looks like I
Chantal.
barely made a dent.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot of rice, Chantal. That
Well,
was
that
a
was my
lot.
main meal. Honestly, I had today some watermelon.
Oh, I love watermelon.
It's watermelon season. And that's all I had. Watermelon.
Do we all believe that? Do we all believe that in this day, all she had was watermelon and this couple pieces of chicken and a few bites of rice? I don't know.
So I was very hungry, but being so tired, I'm not like super as hungry as I would normally be. So yeah, I wanted to do a live stream tonight, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm so sleepy. And I still have to edit.
Wow, Chantal, you got a tough life, let me tell you. Try being one of us in normal life. You know, we work a full-time job, have a part-time job as well. Some of us drive DoorDash even to make extra money along with our full-time jobs. Some of us have young children, households to run. You have no idea what it is to be truly tired. Okay? You have no responsibilities. I know you don't clean that place. 100%. I don't believe for 1 second you lift a finger in that place, okay? You don't clean. You don't cook. I mean, if you do, it's probably once every, what, 3 weeks you cook something? Voila, it's a big deal, right? Okay. You don't cook. You don't clean. You don't run errands. If you do go somewhere, you go with Sella, and that's a rare occurrence, right? You go there just to film. You have nothing to truly be tired about. So I'm not quite sure. I mean, you're telling us you're so tired. I'm sure a lot of us are curious as to what made you so tired. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe you took a good walk and we would be like, yay, Chantal, good for you. But obviously, you're not going to tell us as we approach the end of this video.
Any of you who are content creators, do you like editing when you're tired? It's hard, huh? It's hard to stay awake because my videos bore me when I'm editing.
Well, it is kind of hard watching yourself.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I get it. Like, editing your own videos must be like, oh God, I gotta watch myself say this all over again.
Make fun of me all you want. I'm glad you guys like to watch me. Okay. I promise more interesting videos coming. I'm just
Promises.
going through a weird patch right now.
You're probably depressed.
And my energy is just drained. So
How many of y'all think it's connected to depression? I mean, a lot of us are saying she's not very happy where she's at. I personally don't think that she's in her happy place right now. This is so opposite of what she's lived her entire life. I'm not saying she couldn't be happy living a life like this, but it's so against her grain, her natural grain, and I would love to say that this is genuine, that this would last, and this is definitely, her going in the right direction. But I don't know. I don't know. This is totally against her grain.
I need to build my stamina. I say that every day, and then I don't prioritize time for myself to do exercise or something to try to change that, because I use all my energy doing other things. We're kind of rearranging the home right now, and that's so tiring. I'm helping Salah with that.
We are rearranging. No, it's more like he is rearranging. I mean, come on, Shata. None of us believe that you're actually moving furniture or in any way contributing to that.
And that's like exercise for me. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you for having dinner with me. I'll just pack this and put it in the fridge.
No, she won't. She's going to eat it.
It's very good rice, and then I won't have to make any. I have a chicken in the fridge I have to cook. Or tomorrow, maybe make some tomato beans. Maybe show you guys the recipe for that. It's super simple, super satisfying if you love beans. And I can heat this up with it or something. Alright guys, well, I'll see you in the next video.
All right, guys, we're going to end this here. Tell me what you think. Comment below. And see you at the next video. Take care, guys.